Hi, Durango Vineyard. My name is Amy, and I'm honored to bring you another meditation before our service tonight. I wanted to talk to you guys about being mindful. The definition of mindful means inclined to be aware. And living mindfully is the art of living awake and ready to embrace the gift of the present moment. So when you look at Jesus's life, you notice that he had a rhythm of prayer in his life, that he lived mindfully. He often withdrew from his disciples, withdrew from the crowds, and sought places of solitude. He spent nights, entire nights in prayer. And he did this. He sought the lonely places out so that he could be quiet and commune with God. And if there's not a greater example than that, then I don't know what is. So I want to begin to teach us how to pause, take a breath, take a moment amongst the chaos going on in our lives and the world. When we practice pausing with our Creator, we are able to find peace amongst the chaos. We're able to gain perspective and remember who we are. In the book, The Seven Sacred Pauses, the author calls these times of solitude breathing spells for the soul. So I want to offer you a time of a breathing spell for your soul this evening. She says we practice pausing to remember the sacredness of our names, who we are, and what we plan to do with the gifts of our lives, and how we can learn to be in the midst of so much doing. So let's begin our practice of pausing. And I want to remind you it is a practice. You're not going to be perfect. Your mind is going to wander. Mine does. I don't practice pausing at regular intervals, but it is a practice, and it's something that you can start and you can continue to come back to over and over and over again. So as we settle in, I'm going to read some scriptures, and I want you to glean a few words or maybe even a phrase that you can take with you through the rest of this day and throughout your week ahead. And then you can maybe use that word or phrase as your own breath prayer to remind you when you pause. So go ahead and find a comfortable position. That could be sitting up, that could be lying down, whatever feels most comfortable to you. And just allow your eyes to fall closed. And just begin to settle in to the space that is being created right now. Maybe you take a few deep breaths, letting your belly expand like a balloon, and open your mouth and let it go. Clear away any junk or any clutter in your mind, your to-do lists, any thought loops that are going on in your mind. Can you just allow them to quiet and settle and fall away for the moment, and trust that the most important things are going to be brought back to you. Receive a deep inhale. Bring the breath all the way into your belly. Let your belly expand like a balloon, and open your mouth and let it go. As you begin to breathe, feel your body beginning to relax. Notice your hands. Wherever you have your hands, can you notice them? Can you allow them to soften? Take another deep inhale. Bring the breath all the way into your belly, and then open your mouth and let it go. Notice the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. Maybe you notice your heart beating inside of your chest. And know that wherever you are on your journey with God, this is exactly where He has you to rest and to receive and to enjoy His peace. Jesus, thank you for this time that we can pause, that we can be still in your presence and listen for you. Receive another deep inhale. Bring the breath all the way into your belly and open your mouth and let it go. I want you to begin to sense Jesus' presence in the room. If you're outside, just sense his presence being near you. What does that feel like? Imagine that he is standing next to you. And as you begin to become aware that he is there, your body is able to relax even deeper because you know that he has everything under control. Begin to allow the muscles in your face to soften. Your shoulders relax. Maybe even that space between your eyes where we can carry tension. Allow it to soften and relax. And feel Jesus rest his hand on your shoulder. And at his touch, your body just melts and begins to relax even deeper. And hear Jesus whisper softly in your ear, "Come unto me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Allow these words to flow through your mind, into your spirit, and throughout your entire body. Come unto me, all who are weary, all who are burdened, and I will give you rest. Can you allow yourself to fully feel and experience your exhaustion right now? Can you become deeply aware of the fatigue in your body? Maybe there's some physical pain that accompanies your weariness. Maybe your mind just feels frazzled. Can you feel it? Allow yourself to feel it. Experience it. Lean into the discomfort of what you're feeling right now. Can you name it? Jesus says, "Come unto me, all who are weary." In your mind, I want you to begin naming those things that are burdening you, that are weighing you down. Anything, everything, no matter how big, no matter how small. Jesus says, "Come unto me, all who are burdened, and I will give you rest." Can you begin to release each thing that you named that burdened you? Anything that takes up space in your heart and in your mind and in your spirit that takes you away from his presence, that no longer serves you. Can you begin to give that to Jesus? Allow him to take that from you. Receive another deep inhale. Bring the breath all the way into your belly. And then open your mouth and let it go. As you cast your cares upon Him, begin to feel the weight lifted off your shoulders. This might even include tears of helping you to release the emotions of those things that you hold so tightly within your grasp that you cannot control. Feel that each time you take a breath, you're able to take a deeper, more rejuvenating breath, and your body and your spirit and your mind and your heart feel lighter and lighter. He says to cast all your burdens on Him. He wants to carry them for you. Imagine Jesus' hands resting softly on your shoulders. And you notice the scars on His hands. The scars remind you of the immense pain and sacrifice that He went through for you and me. Can you offer a prayer of thankfulness for Him, for His sacrifice? Thank Him that He loved you even when you weren't aware of it. That He never left you. That He's always been by your side. That He sees you as someone who has value and worth. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I am gentle and humble, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Allow these words to penetrate your soul. Allow them to marinate throughout the rest of the day and the rest of the week. Give your cares, your worries, your fears, your resentments, your shame, all of it. Give it to Him. Receive His humble heart. His yoke is light. I encourage you to continue to stay here, still in His presence for as long as you want. Stay with your breath and with the presence of the Lord.